Okinoshima Island is a short 12-minute ferry ride from Hiroshima region of Japan. While the sandy and palm-lined beaches are perfect for holidaymakers, the island draws crowds for a different reason. Rabbits. Lots of them. And how they got there is a mystery. Between 1929 and 1945, the Japanese army secretly produced over 6,000 tons of poison gas on Okinoshima Island. Some believe the current rabbits are descendants of those brought to the island to test the gas, but the current director of the Poison Gas Museum insists these bunnies have nothing to do with those from the World War II era. So where do they come from?
いろんな、ウサギ、この島のウサギについてはいろんな諸説があるんですけども、
One theory?
ここに最初に連れてこられたのは1971年に、地元で飼っていた、地元の小学校で飼っていたウサギが飼えなくなってこの無人島であった島に蜂は持ってきたというふうに言われています。
So those rabbits were released, and with no real predators, they bred like rabbits. And yet another theory?
ウサギはあまり大きくないし可愛いしということで観光地になった時にウサギを飼い始めた。それが今大久野島でたくさん増えてですね。で観光客を喜ばしてます。そういう状況がありますね。
Either way, this new generation of feral rabbits has the run of the land, and they're creating a new story separate from the sordid past of Okinoshima Island. An island once known for death is now known for possibly the cutest thing ever: bunnies.
Musha lost her leg when she was 2 years old from landmine. I thought that I should do something for her.
Dr. Terchai Chiraket is working with the world's first elephant hospital located in Thailand. Since it opened, more than 4,000 injured and sick elephants have been treated.
I'm the first one who invented the artificial leg for the elephant.
Using his knowledge as an orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Terchai designed Musha's artificial limb when she was just a baby, accounting for the elephant's weight and size. As she has grown, pressure on the prosthetic has increased, causing it to break. So a new one is created every few years.
This is a challenge for me too. Every time we fix it, we improve it. It's more sturdy, stronger. This, in the textbook, sometimes try and error. When she obeys, we give her candy. And she knows where the candy is. She uses her tongue to go into the pocket. She knows. I did operation on her foot about 15 years ago. But she remembered me. She liked to come closer to me. She showed a sign of salute or happy. I think it means so much for her. She can lead a normal life as she should be.
The difference between orangutans and other animals, they need this process of learning. They learn by imitating, they learn by observing. So that's why we create these forest schools where they can learn from each other. This is the International Animal Rescue Center for Orangutans in Ketapang. We have now 102 orangutans. We come across orangutans that are kept as pets illegally. We also rescue them from the habitat that is disappearing. When we rescue orangutans, especially when they are small babies, these babies have lost their mothers. Normally an orangutan will remain with its mother for as long as 7 to 8 years of their lives. And this is the process when the orangutans have the chance to learn from their mothers how to survive in the wild, what to eat, what not to eat, what are the dangers of the forest. What we have to do is to teach them how to survive in the wild. In these forest schools, one of the first ones is how to be off the ground, how to spend time on the top of the trees, which it might seem like a very simple thing, but actually some of these orangutans that have been living with people and have been chained up or living in small cages, at the beginning they are afraid to climb a tree. The ultimate goal of this rehabilitation is to release these animals back to the wild. What is special with orangutans is they are very similar to humans. If we don't care about orangutans, I think it's even more difficult that we are going to care about any of the other species. If they get extinct in Indonesia, they will be extinct from the face of the world. So we have to do something about this now.
Here at the sanctuary we have our own motto that we believe in, and it's saving one animal may not change the world, but surely for that one animal the world will change forever. And we fully believe that because we see it every day. My name is Pat Craig. I'm the executive director and founder of the Wild Animal Sanctuary, located in Keenesburg, Colorado. The sanctuary was started 36 years ago. I visited a zoo one time and I was really surprised to see all these lions and tigers in the back kept in tiny little cages, and I found out they were surplus and that they actually euthanized those animals. So I opened the first sanctuary in the country for large carnivores. Oh, come on! Come here, Bob! So in the beginning, I started on the family farm right outside of Boulder, Colorado. At the time, I dropped out of school and started working full-time to support the animals and build more space and go get more animals. We started to get phone calls from law enforcement agencies who were finding them in apartments and basements. About 85% of all the animals here were legal confiscations from people who either abused them or had them illegally, and the rest either come from zoos, circuses, or other places like that didn't have them. We have over 420 rescued carnivores living here, and everything from wolves, tigers, bears, lions, leopards, mountain lions, you name it. I mean, there's a lot of mouths to feed. We feed over 38,000 pounds of food a week. These animals are absolutely like my kids just because this is my life. Turned into a 7-day-a-week, 365-day-a-year job that I've been doing for 36 years. And, there is no time to go anywhere for vacations or anything else. It's all for the animals. It wasn't something I expected to do, and it had no idea how monumental it was going to get, but it's been worth it every bit of the time, so I wouldn't have changed it at all.
The first time I really took a horse in the water, I had a friend that had horses on the north coast. Her house was right on the beach. We set up some little jumps and we were going over with her horse, and she said, "Oh, it's too hot, we've got to take the horse in the water." I said, "We can't take the horse in the sea like that." She said, "Yeah, sure, come on, jump on." You know, the waves were coming in and the horse just sort of lifted his head and the waves would come over. And we just went in a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper, and then he started swimming. You can ride all your life and you've never felt that smoothness, that power, but with no, there was no jolt at all. It was just so absolutely like silk.